Okay, ladies, it's great to have you in the studio with us today. I'm joined in the studio with you, Stella Damasus, a Nigerian Nollywood actress.
Thank you.
And also Isha Johansen, and you're the founder of Johansen FC. Ladies, you're both here for the same reason, and that's for the Women4Africa Awards, which is happening this weekend.
Yes, tomorrow.
Tell us, Stella, first of all, you're an ambassador for the awards show. How did you become involved in it?
A friend of mine, who's an artist as well, introduced me to Tola. Tola is one of the founders of Women4Africa. So I met with her when she came to Nigeria, and she spoke to me about her vision and what she wanted to do for African women. And seeing that I was already working, you know, to help the causes of African women, I felt it was an opportunity to partner with her and do the best that I could to help to create the awareness, you know, to empower women and young girls in Africa. So it just came as, it was a perfect blend for all the things that I'd been trying to do for African women, and she provided that platform for me to also spread the message that I've been trying to spread for so many years. And it was, I thought it would be a great opportunity to do a lot of things. And here I am today. She just wanted me to be one of the ambassadors, and I said, yes, I would love to.
So the aim for Women4Africa 2012, it's about recognising the achievements of African women, yes. Both, you know, in Africa and also in the diaspora. What else does the award show hope to do?
First of all, we have to highlight the issues that we are facing. Like this year, we're talking about hawking young girls, and as a result, they don't go to school. And they face a lot of things, molestation and all of that. It's not just about doing an award, a glamorous night, it's also creating an awareness for women to know these things that are happening, so we can come together and help spread the word, and also help put these young girls in their schools, take them back, you know, to where they're supposed to be, and really treat them like they're supposed to be treated. For me, this is the first of many to come. It's going to celebrate unsung women, people who have been doing very well, like her, you know, and like other people who people have not recognized, you know, to give women a voice. That's what I think Women4Africa is majorly about, giving women a voice and empowering those African women out there who've been struggling, you know, to do different things and be who they want to be. So this event is the first one, and we're hoping to grow from there and take it to other parts of the world, just to give African women that push that they need, you know. So.
Stella, aside from the awards that are coming up, you are not just a Nollywood actress, are you? You've got a whole kind of, you know, many strings to your bow, if you will. You also own your own band, you have a production company, you have an arts foundation. How on earth do you fit all of these things in?
Well, I feel that if you do things that you love to do, you don't see it as work anymore. You just look forward to waking up every morning and doing something. But I also believe in organizing yourself. Yeah, my time is planned, and you know, I know that in a certain period of a year I'm doing charity work. Another period of the year I'm doing my production. Sometimes I take time off to spend time with my children, because I'm also a mother. You know, I have two beautiful girls, and it's all about planning. But most importantly, if you're passionate about the kind of work that you do, it comes to you naturally. And because basically more of what I do is entertainment and media, so everything I do is interwoven. Even the school, the foundation, it has to do with training people for entertainment as well, and all of that. So as long as I have the talent for what I'm doing, I have the skills for what I'm doing, and I feel blessed, I think that it's not as bad as people think it is, because women naturally multitask a lot.
Of course we do.
So that's it.
Stella, just a final question. I mean, some of the films that you've been in, Abused was the first film that you were in 1992, and then you went on from there to star in a whole host of films. One of them that I've seen myself is Desperate Housewives, which I enjoyed. Do you see yourself continuing films? Because I know you're keen not to just be about kind of films, and you don't want to make too many films too quickly, is what you've said.
Yes, that's what I've said. I am going to make a lot of films, but because I'm now a producer, I'm also going to star in my own films. But for me to work with people, like I've always said, it has to be a production that, you know, would spread a word, you know, that has a cause behind it, not just for the glamorous life or for the money. Because you get to a point in your career where, like I heard someone say today, Madam Gita, she said, someone asked her, what legacy are you leaving behind? So I don't want to be counted as one of those people who just came in, did so many movies and that was it. You know, I want to be able to do something in my industry, but also be remembered for something. So not just the fact that I want to make movies that make sense, that you would watch and say, wow, you know, I've learned something from this. I also want to make my own movies and tell the kind of stories that I want to tell, and encourage young girls to do films that are devoid of vulgarity, nudity, you know, those explicit things that you really don't need most of the time. So that's what it is. I'm not stopping. I'm going to do films, but in the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing a short film, and the film is going to be supporting women as well. So it's a short documentary drama. Those are the kind of things that I'm more interested in now.
Now, from the entertainment and media industry, we move to football, and Aisha, it's a very different terrain. But nonetheless, I mean, you're doing quite amazing things in your field. You're the founder and the owner of Johansen FC. And not content with that, you also want to be the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association. Tell us a bit more about that, Aisha.
Well, I think what spurred me on to move to the next level of being the president of our football association is because, as I was saying earlier on to you, football is in a bit of a state in Sierra Leone, and football in Sierra Leone, and I speak for most African, if not all African countries, it's like a second religion. And I'm not saying this in any blasphemous way. It's just that people are just so very passionate about their football in Sierra Leone. And it's quite heart-rending when people like myself and other stakeholders in football sinking in a lot of money, effort, genuine effort, and it seems like it's just an endless pit. It's just going down the drain. The situation in our country is, even though we are trying and we're rising up now, you know, in the FIFA, our ranking is, what, 61 now, which is fantastic compared to 100 and something not too long ago. It's down to the fact that there's no planning. The structures there aren't any structures. The discipline gone out of the window. The basics to make any country's football really run is, you know, it's going a cropper, really. And I believe that I can be that factor with my background, having done it, as, you know, Stella was just saying, the legacy. You know, something like football, you need to show what it is. It's just not to talk. Everybody can talk about football. Everybody has an opinion about how football, but what have you done? So with my background, with what I've done with my football club, as I was saying earlier, from 0 division to young boys, to being in the Premier League, to having gone outside internationally and played with the likes of the Real Madrid youth side and other clubs and bringing back laurels, I think I'm in a better position to be able to bring about these structures and discipline, and to be able to work with other groups, other factions that maybe have not been able to work together.
I mean, Aisha, you say that, you know, you're the first person who's officially declared that they'd like to run as president of Sierra Leone FA. What kind of response have you had? Because, as you say, everybody kind of thinks they're a bit of an expert in football. How have people responded?
Well, I'm not the first person to have declared. I was the last to throw my hat in, if you like, to say I'm going to do this. But I was the first to do it differently, and make it very public. Because, again, in the past, and with football, because football, the ascension to presidency, you know, it's there. So it's your turn, and then you do your term, and then the next, it's a succession like that. In Sierra Leone, it's not really like that. You know, anybody can vie to be president if you feel that you fit in the criteria. So I publicly came out, and I did the launch of my candidacy, if you like, and I told the people of Sierra Leone what it entails, what running football entails, and why I feel that I should be the right person to lead your country's football. So that is why. So yes, I'm the first person to have done it on the scale that it's been done, but the others have all declared before I did. So I came in last and did it with a bit of a bang. So it's up to the others to follow now.
And as a woman, what is it that you feel that you do differently from maybe some of those? Because there are quite a few people vying for the presidency, as it were. What would you do differently?
Well, I think, you know, with my club, I think I'm a mother to these boys. I honestly do believe that the success of FC Johansen has been the fact that I don't just use my players as tools. You go in there, you're a good footballer, get into your position, play the good football. If you're not good enough, next. In my club, it's a family. You come into the family. We've got the educational aspect. You do the football, you do the education. The boys all call me mum. They call their mothers by their first name, and they call me mother. So there's this balance, there's this maternal and a big sister kind of approach that I have. And honestly, I do believe that with our kids, with our players, the human beings, you know, the girls, if you let them know that I'm not just here to use you for your talent, I actually do care. You know, we are one family. Let's do the good football, but let's see how we can help you in life, that you go beyond the football, the life after football. And I say to everybody when they say, how do you manage to take a whole team to Europe, to America, and everybody comes back and you don't have these renegade stories? It's the trust. It's down to the relationship.
Now, Aisha, the final question. The SLFA presidency aside, you're also doing a great deal for youth in Sierra Leone. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, yes, with the football club especially, the youth, bringing them from being nobodies to the youth football ambassadors that they are now in Sierra Leone. And like I said, it's the education. Our slogan in FC Johansen is chasing the dream. Each kid must have a dream. It's not sufficient just to have a dream. You must chase that dream to the end. We teach them also that there is life after football. Not everybody will be a Ronaldo, a Messi, a Drogba. It's not possible.
So important.
So
yes.
we need to teach them, you know, and a lot of them, they're not that academically inclined. So it's the hands-on things, the training, the carpentry, you know, agriculture, the skills, so that you can come back and give. And those who are into wanting to study further, we encourage them to probably want to do something like sports science, coaching.